New York City, iHeartRadio Theater, Cubby and Carolina for the Backstreet Boys album release party. DNA is out. I shall come closer.
I know.
I
want people to get social though, really quickly.
Right.
We want you guys to use hashtag iHeartBSB. So make sure that you guys tag all your pictures.
Please do that.
iHeartBSB.
Please do that. Do you guys get? I'm watching you. You're so comfortable on stage. I mean, and after all, it's been over 25 years, so I expect that. But do you ever get butterflies? I mean,
every time.
Absolutely.
We do.
Like, I don't understand why we're so nervous. Like we've seen you so many times, but it's like you still get the nerves,
It's an
right?
important thing. I mean, you can use that energy and channel it, but then once you get on stage and you see all these beautiful fans in their faces, all those butterflies just go right away.
For me, if I don't have butterflies before a show, it's 9 times out of 10 that show's not going to be so good for me.
Right.
Really?
I'll mess up.
You can't be too confident.
Nope.
Well, they always say, like I've been in radio for 30 years. You've been in radio a long time too. And if you don't get butterflies, there's a sign there. That's and I think that if you do get butterflies still, I still get them.
Of course.
Yeah.
And that's a good sign.
It's like Nick saying, channel that energy.
So,
the most nervous that we ever get is before we perform on the Grammys or the MTV Awards.
Right.
Where you're performing in front of your peers.
Yeah. Right.
yeah.
Like,
and if something goes wrong,
they don't do that in acting.
It goes viral.
No,
they
you
don't do
don't.
that at the Oscars.
And not live in front of each
Actors don't
other.
have to get on stage and do a monologue, an acting monologue in front of. But we, as singers and artists and performers, I remember one time. I'm going to tell a story. We were performing on the MTV Awards. We were just backstage. And it was our first MTV Awards, and we won an award that night. And I looked over at Brian. Right before we were doing Backstreet's Back, I looked over at Brian, and he was like...
I was going to be sick, y'all.
Yeah, but you know what? That's good. You get it out of your system.
No, it was good.
Yeah.
He almost literally got it out of his system.
That would be a good time to puke, actually, right? What part of it? Everybody or the body part of the every?
No, it was on the
So you don't want to be front row at that part. So DNA, we mentioned the album is out today, and I wanted to ask you guys, which song is your favorite? Everybody has to have a favorite.
We all have individual. I mean, what's yours, Howie?
Go on, Harry.
My favorite song, besides the first single, is a song called Chateau.
Oh, yes.
That is my favorite
Okay.
song.
How do you spell it? Spell it. That's a hard word to spell.
Nick, go ahead and spell it.
No.
C-H-A-T-U-A-U.
I have no education.
Oh, so I can't spell it. No.
C-H-A-T-U-A-U.
I'm a fan of a song called Passionate, and that song was... It came about because I became friends with Andy Grammer when I did Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, cool.
And so I called him up as we were recording our new album. I said, hey, you got any songs? Because he's an incredible songwriter.
Yeah.
And he had written like 100 songs for his own album. And he sent it our way, and I passed it on to the guys, and they loved it and became a part of that.
How many songs did not make the album? I'm always blown away by all the ones
Quite
that
a few.
40, over
40?
40-something songs.
So does that mean you're good for years to come, or are they going to sound old in a year?
Who knows? Who knows?
Do you shelve them?
Some
fans
songs
always find
that
them.
haven't made past albums, you can now listen to them on YouTube.
Yeah,
It's
pretty much
great.
everything's on
Really?
YouTube now.
Well, I
That's
didn't
fine,
get
that
yours.
stuff.
What's your favorite song, Brian?
My favorite is Chances.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a, I don't know, there's an emotion to that song. Like, you can't sing it without just thinking about, like, a journey in life. Every decision you make in life dictates where you end up.
Well, it's even the fact that you guys as a group, just everything is based on happenstance. Like if you wouldn't have met a person, you wouldn't have known somebody else. And now look at your lives. They're so specific, so settled. Yeah. But it was because of that one chance, you know? So, yeah.
And at the end of the day, I mean, Backstreet Boys wouldn't work any other 5 combination.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could...
True that.
You take one of us away, and we're not the Backstreet Boys. So.
And you take the fans away. You're not the Backstreet Boys.
We're not.
Now,
right.
I have a question about the fans. American fans are amazing. Don't get me wrong, but it blows me away. I know you're tired of me bringing this up because I bring it up because it was but the whole worldwide trip.
Oh yeah, yes. He's all
But,
they went on a worldwide trip together.
No, but let me tell you something. I went around the world with you guys with the Backstreet Boys
Yes,
in
you
2000.
did.
All right, now listen.
On a big-ass plane.
Right.
Yes.
We were balling back
That's
then.
when we had budgets.
We were big ballers back then.
But I gotta tell you, I got teary-eyed when I saw people in Japan who, I knew they didn't know like English, but they knew every single song.
Yeah.
And every word
and that's
by
when
heart.
it hit me. I know it sounds cheesy, but music touches everybody around the world.
But it's
that's when
true.
it blew me away. I'm like, they know every lyric, but they don't speak English.
Music is such a universal language. It just crosses boundaries. It breaks down walls. It truly brings everyone together. And hopefully our music can continue to do that for 25 more years.
Right.
Hopefully.
Good answer, Angel.
Absolutely. Well, that was
true.
beautiful.
Hey guys, Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe for more videos from your favorite artist. And while you're here, check out these other videos.